There's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, YouTube? So today I'm going to be doing my review of Joselyn's Cabaret episode 9 of the Joselyn's Cabaret season 3. So before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys thought about this episode. So this episode wasn't as good as the last episode because it didn't have a lot of scenes. Like I said, I like for my episodes of Zeus to have like a lot of scenes in there and them not squeeze one scene and squeeze it through for it to cover the whole thing or whatever. So it started off with where it left off, and it made a little bit more sense, but I'm still low-key not clear to what happens. And y'all be in the comments. If I mess up a scenario, y'all can still just correct me nicely. Some of y'all be going in the comments like, oh, it didn't happen like that. Blase, blase, blase. Why da. Like, it is not even that serious. Like, come on, this is Zeus, my nigga. Like, relax. You feel me? Because some of the ways they be editing stuff, it low-key don't even make sense. Like, with the whole situation with the makeup artist, that to me, it still low-key don't make sense after watching it like 2-3 times. Like, it just doesn't make sense. From what I get from what happened, it looks like Joselyn said she got into it with a producer. So I guess when she was getting into it, the producer, Amber and the makeup artist was talking or whatever. And Amber was like, oh, we don't even need Jocelyn for this show, whatever. The producers are good enough and blase blase. So I guess Jocelyn found out that the makeup artist was talking to Amber and that there was chit-chatting about what was going on in the house and stuff, and her arguing with the producer and whatever. And that's when Chanel got involved and called the makeup artist and said, hey, mind your business, stop being messy, because Jocelyn low-key mad at you, I guess, or whatever. So yeah. That's what I get from it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it just didn't make any sense because they didn't really go into deep detail about what actually happened. It was kind of cut and chopped at the beginning of what happened or whatever. So the whole time, Johnson's like throwing tomatoes, boo, right at fucking Chanel. I felt so bad for Chanel. Chanel just literally got brought back to the show just to get embarrassed. Ain't no amount of money for me to get embarrassed like that on TV. You get humiliated, talked down to, throwing stuff at, you feel me, not getting paid left and right. Like, it's so embarrassing. I really feel bad for Chanel, and I felt like she probably regretted coming back on this season right as the season was filming. She probably was telling the producers like, hey, I want to go home, but they probably told her ass, no, you can't, because you contractually obligated to stay your ass here. So yeah, after that happens, whatever, during the whole thing, Amber was like, the makeup artist, I guess, said something to Amber saying like, oh, something dealing with Henny. You messy or something dealing with Henny. So he turned around, he was just like, yeah, Henny didn't blase say this. Mind you, the whole situation to me still not clear. Let me know if it's clear in the comments because it still wasn't clear to me, right? So Amber taps Joss on the shoulder and was like, oh, ask Henny what she said. So Justin's like, She like butt at her, and then she pushed Amber back with 2 fingers like this. She like, don't touch me, bitch. We're not cool, okay? We're not fucking cool, bitch. Okay? Don't fucking touch me. All right? We're not cool, bitch. So no, and then she was like, we're not cool, my nigga. We're not cool, my nigga. And you already know Amber just beat Diamond down for saying the N-word. So a lot of people were feeling like Amber was a hypocrite for not having that same energy with Joselyn. My whole thing about it is, to me, Joselyn, when she says it, Joselyn calls a lot of people the N-word, which she shouldn't do to begin with. But from her saying it, it's not like she's saying it out of purpose to be disrespectful. I feel like Diamond says it a lot when she's angry, and she says it to be disrespectful. That's the difference. But nobody, including us black people, we need to stop saying the N-word overall, in my opinion. That way, nobody would have an excuse to say the N-word, because they can't be like, oh, you can say the N-word, why can't I? If we all stop saying it and make it a taboo for everybody to stop saying it, that's the only way it will get better. But to me, I didn't take offense to when Jocelyn says it, because Jocelyn says that to everybody, and Jocelyn is black, in my opinion. I know she's Puerto Rican and she Puerto Rican princess and blah, 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 but in my opinion, Jocelyn, she's black. Like, get out of here. She's Hispanic, of course, but in my head, she's black. Diamond, to me, she's like white passing. Like she's white in my opinion. She's Hispanic, but she's white passing in my opinion. So that's just my take on it. I'm free to have my opinion, and I'm gonna have my opinion. Okay, it's my opinion, just from that Real Housewives video. If y'all know what I'm talking about, but yeah. So she ends up doing this to Amber or whatever, pushes her out the room and stuff. And she's like, she tells her kid, she's like, get this bitch out, get her out. And then Amber's like, just let Henny speak, let Henny say what she was gonna say or whatever. And then she's like, shut the fuck up. It's like, okay, get this bitch out. And y'all, we hear Amber, she's just like, man, I want to go home. Fuck this, I want to go home. I want to go home. So that ends that. Amber ends up getting escorted out or whatever, right? And then they end up choosing the two girls. And before that, she's just like hampering on Chanel. She's just like, you see what one phone call do? You messy. You fucking messy, Chanel. Okay? Look at you. You want me to throw something at you again? And then Chanel's like, no. She's like, I'm gonna throw a tomato at you, okay? Oh, no, I'm playing. She didn't say all that. She was just basically like hampering on Chanel, like, look at what you did or whatever. Look what you started. This what you get for being messy, right? So then they end up picking two people to join the cabaret since 2 slots are open since Amber got taken down, right? So they end up picking K Capri. And I know K Capri is probably watching this back. It is cringing because now Joselyn blocked her. She's not cool with most of the cast. You feel me? Like most of the cast hates her. So it's like I know she's watching this cringing, like, oh my god, like this is so embarrassing. I look like such a kiss ass. Because when she got picked, she was just like, ooh, I made the cabaret. She hopped on the counter, she spreading her legs, wide eagle, she twirling, doing the most and everything like that. And I know she's just looking at this cringing and like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Because she looked like a fangirl. And the second person that they picked was Raven. And Raven, right? I didn't think she should have been picked. To me, she didn't do that good or whatever. Like they could have easily picked Miss Wet Wet and just give her like a chance or whatever, or just pick Chanel if Jocelyn wasn't such a B word and didn't want to not pick her because of her being messy. But to me, Chanel deserved it. But it's sad because Chanel was being messy or whatever and got caught up in that whole makeup artist drama. Plus, I also caught the live with the makeup artist. He went live. His name is like Loso Martinez or something on Instagram. And he went live. He was basically saying like, it's really annoying and stuff how like gay dudes or whatever have their hands in everything and like makeup, fashion, beauty, and everything like that, and like they're get easily disrespected, and they are expected to stay quiet. Which I agree with him 100%, coming from somebody in that community, because he was saying there was a lot of stuff in the show that wasn't shown. So I don't know if Jocelyn was being disrespectful or he was just talking about Amber, but he was saying that that's how him and Amber were able to be cool or whatever, because he is from New York and he grew up tough or whatever. So him and Amber patched it up and stuff. So I don't know who he was talking about, meaning that there was a lot of stuff cut out. Probably was Amber, but it might have been Johnson too. So that's just a little backstory tea for y'all. So yeah, they end up picking K Capri and Raven, and then they're on their way to the cabaret, right? And Lexi Blow, you already know how I feel about Lexi Blow. She's hella aggravating to me. She's just like, so guys, we're on our way to the cabaret, girls, and so this is how it works. Jocelyn gave me instructions. She wants you girls to go out there and pop your pussies, show titties, light it on fire, and she wants a birthday cake. But she didn't say all that, but I'm just making it up. But she was just like, oh, she wants you guys to dance out there for the first. She wants to be out there by herself for the first song or whatever, and then the second song, when the song drops, she wants all of us to come out there buzzing, just giving instructions and stuff. And they even showed a confession of K Capri giving Lexi Blow her props, which it looks so bad because, like I said, her and Lexi Blow have it out for each other. They're probably gonna fight at the reunion, because if you guys don't know, the reunion is set to film, I think, next week or this week or next week, one of the two. It's set to film soon, so hold up for that, see, because I already know it's gonna be some stuff spilled in the Zeus vlogs or whatever. So that's somebody that K Capri really, really wants to fight at the reunion. So the fact she gave her props and everything was like, oh my god, you did so good, blase, blase, blase. I know she's probably hella embarrassed about that. So that's another thing too. This whole season is probably embarrassed for K Capri because of the state she's in now with the cast. So now They get to the cabaret, and it turns out to be a lot more people than the last premiere, whatever. And K Capri and Riri and Raven, they went by the outside the cabaret and they took like a little smoke break. So they take a little smoke break or whatever. And when they took the smoke break, they're recapping what happened. Raven's like, "Oh, I told that bitch I was gonna take her place, and I took her place. That's what she gets." Blase, blase, blase. And this conversation turns into them knowing that it's Raven's birthday or whatever, right? And Raven, K Capri asked Raven, she's just like, "Oh, you gonna let me eat you out or whatever for your birthday?" And then Raven's just like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna let you, but you be so cool with Amber, whatever. The fact you so cool with Amber, like that's why I kind of distance myself. I'm gonna let, but you know, I'm gonna still let you eat me out because it's my birthday and blase, blase, blase." When I was looking at that scene, right, I was reading the comments. Somebody was just like, "Ooh, I would not let K Capri eat me out." By the look of her gums, it looks like she has gingivitis and COVID-19, all this stuff. I said, y'all raw. What I took, if y'all watch the episodes on the app and then you guys read the comments as you guys are watching it, it's like the funniest things ever that people say. It's so funny. And mind you, you can reply back to somebody in the little chat. So it's actually kind of fun watching it live with other people. So yeah. They start to get ready and dance at the cabaret. Their little pink outfits that they had on, it was really, really cute with the little beads and stuff like that. That was really, really nice. I like the fact that they all are wearing about the same thing for each performance. So I really like that they put that type of thought and detail into the cabaret, and that they didn't just have them wear anything and just go and perform. Just how the last season, how they did that little final stupid performance, and they were all kind of wearing like they weren't in unison on what they were wearing. So I like the fact that they did that and it kind of was cohesive and it made sense. And it actually did look cute. So they start dancing or whatever. And next thing you know, Riri does a trick. Apparently, I don't know, she put a lighter, she put some in her hoo-ha and she lights her hoo-ha on fire. And Jocelyn's just like this. She's just like, "This is the only thing, you guys are only gonna get this at the cabaret. Look at it, it's on fire. A pussy on fire. Flaming hot Cheetos, it's on fire. Look at it. Oh my god, look at a pussy. Look at a pussy." And then the whole time Riri's just like, she tells K Capri to come. I don't know if K Capri like she blew it out. She did a trick or something. Zeus didn't end up showing it, which I wish that they did, but I guess it would be considered too graphic and it would be considered like sexual content on their app, like way overtly sexual content on their app. So they didn't want to get in trouble for that. So we didn't end up seeing it. And I was surprised it didn't get leaked because this is everybody at the show. They was just like this. They were filming. They were filming the event. So I'm like, I want to see the video because I want to know the trick that she did on Riri's hoo-ha. Like, if anybody knows what she did, let me know. Because like I don't know if she blew out the candle, if she lit the candle, like what did she do on her hoo-ha? I just want to know, right? So it was funny in the confessionals during the whole thing because Raven was just like, doesn't that burn? And she was just like, I wonder how it smells. That was funny. I'll give Raven that. So after that happens or whatever, they start dancing to the Doon Cha Cha. That's one of the best songs that Johnson had made. Doon Cha Cha is good. Do It Like It's My Day is good. Vegas is good. She needs to release Ghetto Fantasy. I don't know why she hasn't released that because I think that song will go number one, just like Do It Like It's My Day, because it's a strip club anthem. Like Ghetto Fantasy, like that song to me, she needs to drop it. I've been saying this like all season long. She needs to drop the song, right? So then Johnson has the audience dance, sing Happy Birthday to Raven because it's Raven's birthday, right? So they bring out a cake or whatever, and as they're bringing out the cake, and Lacey Bow's about to bring out the cake to give it and share it with the girls or whatever, I guess with the audience or whatever. She drops the cake, her clumsy ass. I would have been so mad if I was Raven. So she came up with something quick. She took the icing, she put it on Raven's nipples, and then she started licking it. You already know Johnson had to make it a moment. She was just like, "Look at this. This is the only thing you're going to get at the cabaret." Icing on the titties. You guys are going to lick the titties on the icing. Only at the cabaret. Only at the cabaret. So that happens. And then that basically ends the night. They go backstage or whatever. They're celebrating. They're just like, "Oh my God, like this is the best thing ever." The cabaret, you guys have understood the assignment more than last season. And in my opinion, Johnson always been saying this throughout the season, talking about they understood the assignment. last season, I still feel like Jocelyn was still trying to figure out what she was gonna do. Like this season, it seems like she already knew what she was gonna do. She sat with the team. They came up with a more cohesive plan the last season. Last season, they were in a house basically like doing like dance battles and like coming up with choreography, and like it just didn't make sense. So you can't be dissing the last season girls because last season you didn't really have a plan. This season it makes a lot more sense because there's set performances, and then each performance a girl ends up getting picked, or a group of girls end up getting picked for each performance. So like it makes a lot more sense. Last season it just didn't make sense, and then the first season you were just in a Miami strip club somewhere. Like it just, you feel me? So don't be blaming these girls for you not having the producer formula together, and then just making it seem like it was a girl's fault and that they didn't understand the assignment. Like no. So yeah, next episode we just see Chanel keep on crying. I just feel so bad for Chanel because that's so embarrassing. I would have left, girl. I would have left. She doing threw tomatoes and apples and all sorts of conjunctions and fruits at you. I would have shook so quick. I really, really feel bad for Chanel, and I hope that this show ends up giving her other opportunities besides like reality show stuff, because I see she did a little bit of acting, whatever. So hopefully it's kind of made her following a lot bigger than what she did before. And I wonder what she used the 10K for that she got last season. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode, y'all. It was okay. Last episode, like I said, was a lot better. Do you guys think that Johnson's gonna forgive Amber? And do you guys think that Johnson was wrong for saying the N-word to Amber after she then cried and fought Harry and Tubman's battles and whooped Diamond's ass? Let me know what y'all think in the comments and leave the comments down below.